Hot take alert. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. We checked out the poll questions today on stream. Very happy with most of the results. Bit confused about the whole Phoenix situation as to why we need a 15 times multiplier. I did go a little hard on the video, so I mean, feel free to shit on me in the comments, but I'd rather have like an open conversation with you guys on what you think. So feel free to leave it in the comments. Again, feel free to berate me for being a bit harsh. I could have probably put it a little bit lighter, but enjoy my opinion. Oh yeah, and at the end of this video, I've also included the opinion of an actual pet hunter. Coxie was recently a guest on the a.k.a. cast, and just to base my argument a bit more, his input is at the end of the video. Dude, everything passed with like flying colors. Phoenix pet increase drop rate for 200 mil. I don't understand how 100,000 people are allowed to vote on that question, to be honest. Like, maybe 900 of these have 200 mil fire making. I don't get what the big deal is about the Phoenix. It's a boss. If you're gonna call it a boss, then don't give it the skilling pet treatment. And on top of that, the people that it actually affects, they don't want that in the game. If you're gonna start pet hunting, that is what happens, unfortunately. If you're gonna start doing that for the Phoenix pet, then you're gonna have to make the Guardians of the Rift pet and the Temporals pet give them the same treatment, right? But imagine the game being consistent. That's my biggest pet peeve about the game. Not that it's significant. Again, I'm complaining about something that, first of all, doesn't affect me, and second of all, doesn't really matter. But the inconsistencies are absurd, and they just, with every update, with every poll, make it even worse. But again, it matters to... I'm going on a fucking tangent again. It matters to the people that actually do that content. And because the broader amount of players can vote on it, it affects those people that that update is aimed towards, who don't want that update. Pet hunters don't want guaranteed pets at 200 mil, and still about 100,000 people that don't have 200 mil vote for their sake, which is a very bad precedent to set. They're making it so that more casual players will be able to get the pet, but no casual player is getting 200 mil fire making, so it's just a dumbass poll question. I don't see the issue either way. It's an ugly pet. I don't see why anyone would want it. You should actually, well, if you want to make it more casual friendly, right? Make it so that you can trade in firelighters at some guy for the same amount of another color. If you want to make it a bit more casual friendly, then do that. Those poor casual players losing their firelighters to changing their color of the Phoenix.
Or do you think it would be appropriate for old school to have a mechanic where you eventually hit a point where you just are given the pet?
Fuck no.
Okay,
fuck
good.
no. That is what makes pet hunting like miserable, but like in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's the hard part about pet hunting is just not knowing when you're gonna get the pet, right? I am so against pet thresholds, which is what like they're called in RS3, I think.
Yeah.
Once you go a certain KC, you get a better rate at the pet. I do not like that. I think that takes away from pet hunting, and it's gonna. I want pet hunting to stay the way it is. I don't want them to change pet hunting to cater to the casual people who potentially can't spend a month on one pet. But like, how I think of it is, if you are a casual player and you go for pet hunting, like you just have to be ready for that. You have to be aware that that can potentially happen, and you could spend months at a place, and you're not going to get a better rate if you go double the drop rate. You just got to keep grinding.
Yep.